Boom. What's up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. I don't even know what this video is going to be about. I just want to kind of talk. It's been a weird couple of years for me. It's a weird few years. I sold Salvation in 2011. I'm going to go into that issue right now, or any issues at all. I'm just going to say it's weird when you're a part of something for 8 years. And then it kind of falls, and then it's not, you don't own it. Like I drove a car, my whole identity was Extend, right? Like I drove a car, was wrapped in Extend. And then the next day I'm driving, my old Chevy Tahoe, which I sold. And I'm like, oh my God, do I even have an identity anymore? So after I sold Salvation, I linked up with tigerfitness.com and I had a non-compete. And we sold a house brand called MTS Nutrition. That was the intent. And I was the Chief Marketing Officer of tigerfitness.com, which I still am, and CEO of MTS Nutrition. And then you move forward and you go through everything and you grow a company. And in that time period, we already had Thomas and Cammie. Yeah, Preston. I won a pro card. And today's my 13th wedding anniversary. Katie and myself. And post our picture right here. And I got to say that through everything in life, the one consistent thing has been family. And the one consistent thing has been my children. And having children together is obviously a huge commitment. And before you have children with somebody, make sure that not only are they going to take care of your children, let's be real, 60% in America, over 60%, I believe, 50 to 60 of all marriages end in divorce. So you got to be sure that even if you're not there, that person will be a good caregiver for your children if you choose to have children with them. Another thing is you got to be with someone who has the same goals as you. And but this last year, these last few years after I sold that old company, it all comes into perspective. We're family and kids. They're everything. And when you have children, you give everything up for those children. You give up the nightlife. You give up selfless things. I don't have a cool car. I bought a Ford Fusion because guess what? Cammie's 9. When she's 16, that car will still be usable for her. You give up those things. And a lot of people who don't have the means to afford cool shit for themselves and also cool shit for their kids, they end up forsaking what their kids need for their own wants and needs. And in my opinion, it's a sacrifice that you make for your children and make it work. And also, as a CEO, CEOs have the largest percentages of failed marriages of any profession, I believe. And the reason being, you're married to your job. I travel 300 days a year. It's going to be much less this year. But for 5 straight years at Salvation, I was gone 300 days a year. I missed both my kids' first steps. And you got to have a partner who's willing to deal with that. And deal with, what you have and what you do, and also give you autonomy to run your part of the family, which is the business. And you also have to be there for monetary as well as emotional support. And one thing I've noticed about successful people, you tend to get so caught up in being successful in your business, being successful in other things, that it is easy to forget about those you love, like your children. It's easy to miss soccer games, and I still do because of things I need to do. I'm trying to cut back on missing them this year. It's easy to do that. One thing my father did when he was alive, he never missed a game. He used to drive 3 hours from work to coach my Little League team. I coached my kids' soccer team. I took time off to do it. And those are memories you'll never replace. This weekend, I brought my kids to my NPC guest posing, and they had a great time. You can see the look of pride and joy on their face. So on this day, April 13th, 2015, it's my 13th wedding anniversary, and I just want to put things in perspective, and I want to just say that, bodybuilding, business, those are important things. Put bodybuilding and fitness to the side. That's something that enhances your life. Business and family, in the order of family first, then business second, or even tied, because you need business to pay for those motherfuckers. Those are the most important things in your life. Put those in perspective and you'll be successful. Don't let bodybuilding or a drive for a goal ever disrupt those things. Once you do that, you have lost. Use bodybuilding to enhance, not take over your life. And I speak because I've made mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes, countless mistakes. And usually when I talk to younger people, like I was talking to a kid in the lobby, Araceli with Tiger Fitness, was watching me talk to him and his parents. And I said, get your college degree, get a career, and bodybuild as a hobby for about 70 minutes a day. And you'll be good to go. I speak from experience. I've made those mistakes. I've almost destroyed everything. And I still might. We're all human. We make mistakes. But the one thing to put into perspective is that if you have children, that's your life. You live to provide for them and you sacrifice, even if it might not be the greatest thing in your mind for you. Once you bring a child into this world, that becomes your world. And I'll look at my kids playing, I'll start crying. And I know a lot of dads don't take parenting as seriously as I do. But if there's one thing I could say for certain in life, I'm a damn good father and I love my kids. And somebody asked me the other day, I'm about to have a kid. What's your advice for me? And I said, just love your kid. If you love your kid, the rest will take care of itself. You'll figure out how to put on a diaper. You'll figure out how to clean after them. You'll figure out how to deal with their issues, their tantrums, because all kids are different. Thomas used to have to yell at him. Preston, you ignore him. Cammy never threw a tantrum. All kids are unique and individual. That's for you. But if you love them, it's amazing how much it takes care of itself. And I'm very proud of my kids. They're all straight A students. Preston tried to poop on the toilet today, which I'm very proud of. And I want to take this time, even though she's not going to watch it because my videos suck, to say a happy anniversary to my wife of 13 years. We've been together for 17 years this year, and it's been up and down. And that's the thing about relationships, with marriage, with friendships. It's up and down. But I think, if it's worth making it work, especially if you have kids, you have to try to. So take my advice for what it's worth. Don't overlook. Don't see. What is it? Don't miss the forest for the trees. Just be sure to look at what's important and don't get too overtaken by the other things in life. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Have a great day, guys. It's not a game.